Hello everybody, my name is Danielle and in today's video we are going to be looking at how to calculate the present value of an ordinary annuity using Microsoft Excel. So we are going to start off with a basic example. So we have a question here. Your elderly neighbour has promised to give you $500 every year for 10 years. You will receive the first $500 1 year from today. If the banks are paying an annual interest rate of 3.5%, how much is this cash flow stream worth to you today? Now we have some inputs or outputs that we would like to extract from this question, and getting this right early is key to getting the right answer for your question. So the interest rate, we have 3.5%, making sure that we have the two decimal places showing. Then we have the regular payment or cash flow. We know that that is $500. And then the number of time periods is 10 because she's going to give it, or he is going to give it to us for the next 10 years. Now there are several ways that we can calculate this using Excel. To start off with, it's helpful to create a bit of a timeline. This is what it means by 1 year from today. So she's not giving us anything today, or he is not giving us anything today. It starts next year, and it's an ordinary annuity because each year is the same. Now, the formula for the annuity can be found on the screen. So let's start off by calculating what the formula gives us. Now, it's very important to use brackets here. So we start off with cash flow. It's a good idea to create this little input box because you can use the same formula for different questions without too much hassle. So we have cash flow multiplied by, now brackets are going to be your best friend for this formula. We then need to do 1 minus, again, a second lot of brackets, 1 plus the interest rate, which we had, and that is to the power of negative how many time periods we have. Okay, so we have the top bracket sorted. Then we need to divide this by the interest rate and make sure that we have all of the brackets showing. So we have a value of approximately $4,000 showing on the screen. We can use this as a check to make sure that when we are calculating present value using Excel, we have the right answer. So the next option is to use the PV formula. So we enter PV bracket. What is our rate? Again, it's much easier once you've put the inputs in. Comma, number of time periods, we have 10, comma. The next one is payment. Do we have a regular payment? Is it the same amount each time? Yes. What is that regular payment? $500. The next one is called future value. For the purposes of this example, we don't need to worry about this, so we can skip. The next item is asking what type of dollar value is coming in. Is it coming in at the end of the period, or is payment coming in at the beginning of the period? As you can see from our example, our elderly neighbour is only giving us $500 a year from today, which means that we are at the end of the period. Then we end the brackets and we have the same value. Now you'll note with this PV formula, the answer is almost always a negative. You can ignore that for the purposes of this example. The next way to calculate PV using Excel is using the NPV function that we've spoken about in other videos. We start off with rate, then we go to what values and how many values. The great idea about doing this timeline is you then simply highlight the values for the period. Oh, sorry, NPV, there we go. And you have your end result. You can see all of these three, apart from the fact that obviously this is negative, are the same, which is good. I hope this has been helpful, and let me know if there's any other questions or videos you would like me to do in the comments.